Ahoy hoy and welcome to Players in Book, where I get to DM for the best players in the world. Katie Downey is currently out fighting aliens in space again. So, in the meantime, let me do the credits real quick. Cartography for this game by Shayan Peku. Cartography by Shayan Peku Sci-Fi. Maps by Luke Stratton. Maps by Eightfold Paper. Music by Tabletop Audio. Character tokens by Greek 46. Custom tokens by Shayan Peku Tokens. Overlay art by Pack Stream. Custom world map by Frecklesketches. Logo by Luke McCay. And maps by Black Belt Maps. You can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/players in book, all one word. And oh gosh, I normally throw it to Katie. Who's after Katie?
Well, it'll be me, and so I'll do real quick hey, you should check out Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, which is a fun game that you can play on pretty much any device that you can find, and most of the people here have characters in that you can get awesome things for, and two of the wonderful people in this game have very recent character skins that you can get. They will talk about their skins when it's their turn, because you know what? I shouldn't talk about their skins. That would be weird. Who am I? I'm Lauren Urban. She, her. You can find all the stuff I'm doing at lauren-urban.com. I also have a character in that game, but no recent skin. So instead, I'm going to talk about the character I'm playing tonight, Fairlos. She, her as well. She is a Tabaxi cleric who wishes she was actually being a Tabaxi cleric, but she's playing something else tonight. Oh, also there's a code. I forgot which way I'm supposed to point.
Caggy old flan.
No, it's KG. Just for tonight, it's KG because
Okay.
the
KG.
flan
KG
is KG
oldie.
and old.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He
KG.
oldie.
Yeah,
he oldie
K-
code.
Not K. CAGYOLDEFLAN.
Get yourself a KG old flan.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I am Jen Kretschmer. You can find me on the interwebs at dreamwisp.bisky.social, and dreamwispjen on Twitch. I typically play Reveal It, but there might be something else in store tonight that was a surprise to me as well. So hooray! I am one of the people who has a character in Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can check out Alindra, my fun wizard librarian person, and her fun familiar Griff, who is now a professor. They have a shiny lore keeper, legend keeper. She is a lore keeper. She has a legend keeper skin right now in Idle Champions. Can you tell I'm a little off kilter with things to come?
Oh, it's
Adventures. And Riv
great.
is a tsunami druid.
Yay.
Yay.
Hi everybody. I'm Latia Jaquise, and you can find me on the internet at latiajaquise.com or at Blue Sky, also at latiajaquise.com. And he's not in chat, and I don't think he watches our show, but I wanted to give a shout out to Keith Amin, who provided the IPA pronunciation for my name that I put on my website recently. That was really fun. So now nobody should be confused how to say my name unless you don't read the IPA. But that's neither here nor
Which
there.
is worth learning.
I went down a real big rabbit hole trying to figure it out myself, and I was like, oh, I understand this. Also, if you follow Eric Singer and any of the accenty stuff he does, he gives you like a crash course on IPA, but I'm getting off topic here. Tonight I am playing Essequa Havenwright, but I also realized that our names in Zoom are in the captions, so you can also see that I might be playing somebody else today, which we already knew. But yeah, the play's the thing, y'all, and Essequa is feeling a kind of way about it. Let's go.
Oh, reminder, both of you, do you want to announce things that you're doing next week?
I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna stay in my home.
Oh, you get to be comfy. I'm going to PAX Unplugged. Yes, I will be gone. So if you're going to PAX Unplugged next week, you can see me at a bunch of places. I do have one panel that you can find me on Sunday at noon in Crab God Theater. The panel's name is called Panel Don't Kill My Vibe, which is basically a slightly more tongue-in-cheek way of talking about how some of the stuff in the TTRPG space is not always appropriate anymore, and why, but, you know, with love. So come and see me and a bunch of really awesome people talking about that. Otherwise, I will be around and doing stuff, and I would love it if you came and say hi. And I will be promoting and talking about other people's panels. And if you happen to have a booth or are selling stuff, I'm going to try to go to the indie night market. I'm going to try to go to all of the things. So definitely come find me on Instagram or Blue Sky and let me know if you're going to be there so that I can come see your stuff. Thank you.
Yeah.
Die.
My mom's birthday is next weekend, so that's why I'm staying home.
Oh,
I mean, that's a
Nice.
good reason. It's a happy reason to stay home.
that is cool. I'm Jeremiah Sumerian,
Yay.
and I'm the DM around here. I had something I wanted to say, and now I've forgotten what it was. I guess I'm just as scattered as other people can be. Um, will go right into the session summary then, because I can't remember what I was going to say.
Well,
You got
when
time
you
to remember. It'll be
when
fine.
you remember, just blurt it out.
Yeah.
That's how it works. This is episode 42.
Sim, you have a game on
I do have a game on
Playing.
Start Playing. I did. You can get that in
I can
chat.
remember everybody else's promos, not my own.
It wasn't what I was going to say, actually. But I appreciate that. I do have a game and Start Playing. You can find it in the chat by, was it ! Start Playing, something like that. This is episode 42 of Player in Book's first campaign, The Secondhand Souls. Previously on Players in Book, Keymaster. So I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, "I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore."
Okay.
Or feel. No, they're kids. The secondhand souls decide to get some sleep after a harrowing day. But before resting, the acolyte stores the kidnapped cop under the stage in a small dark box. After getting up, the souls have breakfast and then head backstage. On the way, the philosopher and poet have a discussion about the integrity of the mind before deciding to circle back to that when they have a bit more time. The acolyte goes to speak to Peggy Lynn, her understudy. No, that's not right. The poet goes to speak to Peggy Lynn, her understudy, who is definitely hiding something. Crescenza, the marvelous muse, First Lady of Encores and Unexpected Key Changes, tells the acolyte, nope, poet again. I knew I'd get some of these wrong when I was typing it. Tells the poet that Peggy has protection from certain magics, and the party spot and identify a locket she's wearing as the likely source of that magic. The philosopher and acolyte, now my brain is like, am I making sure these are the right ones? Go to do some research on the locket and anything else they need to learn about, while the poet remains to run lines. The poet eventually discusses the abandonment of godhood with Crescenza.
Oh, right.
The research goes well, and the souls discover that the locket is a specialized Brescian magic item that was created to prevent government agents from ever turning on the state. After all this, the souls decide to seek out the poet's brother, Christophe Lemaire. They find him in the broadcast department, about to break through the propaganda broadcasts and give a speech. They ask him about what. He has no idea. They think he's hiding something. He says, "Nuh-uh." He tries to escape, and when prevented from doing so, folds under basically no pressure, saying he betrayed his own rebel cell, but then the government still tried to kill him when they took the hideout. He's just basically doing things with no plan or concept of future consequences. The souls have Johnny keep him in place, while the rest of them craft a plan to use this upcoming broadcast to possibly break the propaganda effect on the city for good. The acolyte upcasts, and the souls circle cast alongside the acolyte to enhance the magic. In doing so, they push the spell Free Will through the broadcast connection, and in combination with the poet's counter charm ability and a very passionate speech, break the propaganda spell on the city completely. It is 5:09 p.m. on Joy's Day, the 30th of Dreams. A dark shadow over the city just broke, if just for a moment. And somewhere deep inside the palace, the Empress is pissed.
Yeah, she is.
I will say, as a reminder, we talked about this when you first discovered the propaganda spell. One of the things that you understand about the intricacies of the way it works is, once it's broken on someone, it can't be reapplied.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, I was thinking about at the end of the last session, you guys managed to break the spell on everybody who was watching, but I hadn't considered the fact that Tallulah has also got access to counter charm to enhance it even further. If we apply that to the effect of what you guys were doing as a combination of factors, I believe it breaks it on everybody in the entire city all at once.
Heck yeah.
I mean, her speech
Yeah.
was
Even
'cause I
people who
think-
weren't watching. She was so inspiring, even people who weren't watching were inspired.
Yeah, because I think counter charm, you don't not need to actively listen. You just need to be able to hear it. So someone just washing dishes in the background
Yeah.
who just, idly heard some of the speech. That's all it took.
Now, we're gonna take a moment and Essequa. Last
Me.
session, before all of this happened, you were having a conversation with Soren.
Yep.
Who is acting very spacey and airheaded, for lack of a better way to put it.
Yep.
So if we wanted to pick up there, you're backstage. Everybody else is off doing their own things currently. These guys are researching. The poet's running lines nearby, so in the same room. Or should say Tallulah. We're not doing a session summary here. Also, remember, you hear the session summary, so you know all of the things that I just said.
I do know all of this, and I think one of the things that I'm thinking of as we kind of come back into this is that the narrator needs to get his stuff together before he becomes an unreliable narrator.
You know what's another interesting thing about this? I actually, because you weren't here last week, so
Yeah.
you're working on autopilot as a character when you're not here.
Mm-hmm.
I do love the idea almost that somehow you heard the session summary in the past of what was coming up, but I think we're gonna just say that happens after the speech instead. So
Yeah,
that'd be fun, but that would be complicated. So let's keep it a little simpler.
we'll think about it next time.
Timey-wimey stuff.
So timey-wimey. But yeah, Soren is I know the map that we're currently on is the broadcasting
Right, backstage, yeah. I
Yeah,
can move you
because I
back
was
there.
very confused. 'Cause I was like, I see what everybody else sees, but it doesn't match what I'm seeing. But I was just looking at it wrong.
Oh, theater backstage.
Yay!
Or actually, you're gonna have your conversation with him, I think, in the theater itself.
That's also fine. I'm being picked up and moved around like a little sim.
Yeah.
So
But I feel like there's a lot to read into that in this game, and I haven't quite figured out a joke to that, but the layers, I appreciate
There are
it.
layers.
Mm-hmm.
There are layers.
And Soren is going to be down in the seats, front seat. Working on something in his hands.
Okay. I'm gonna stand over him and see how long it takes for him to notice me.
Too long, but not an exceptionally long period of time. Longer than you would expect. He should have noticed you by now, but then he kind of like, oh, hello. Sorry. Oh, Essequa, you're here.
I've been here. You know this.
Right. Yes.
We've already talked. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Do you remember about what?
Was it about the play?
Of course it was. Yes, it was about the play.
Good. Then yes, we talked about the play.
Yeah. Are you? What are you working on?
Oh, that's we have some. We're trying to find we're trying to find sponsors for the play as well, in order to put some advertisements into the recording, so that when it goes out to everyone, there'll be. And I have a application here from Porthy Balin Shipping and Freight, which is one of the dwarven corporations, I think. And they were hoping to put their advertisements into the recording that we spread out to the rest of the world.
What advertisements?
Well, I don't know if how much of this I've told you. What we plan on doing is you're going to do the play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to observe.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to be able to create through a variety of we have an artificer that we're going to be working with. But I'm going to be able to create a major illusion version of the play that we can put into a device
Mm-hmm.
that can be replicated. And then that device can be distributed to theaters all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just push the box at the center of the stage, and the play
And
will
there's the
replay.
play. Yes, that I'm already all aware of. Yes.
Excellent. Well, we were thinking about during the some of the act breaks, possibly um, during various breaks, we would be able to put advertisements from various companies.
I see. And have you got any other sponsors that have reached out about this?
We have Vikander's Candies,
Yeah.
um, uh, a company called Inquest out of Havern,
Okay.
and I want to say one of the Arrington Ironworks companies, but I don't remember the name.
Are these all, this is a question for you, Sim. Are these all dwarven based companies?
No.
Okay. Because
Uh,
I know the dwarves are, it feels like to me the dwarves have a monopoly on it. So I wanted to see if they're
mm,
continuing to try and have a monopoly on the advertising.
I mean, that may still be a possibility, but it looks like there are other people that have inquired about this.
Okay. All right. Um, can I, while he's running through this, can I make another Arcana check on him?
Absolutely.
Would love to just kind of see what's going on in
Because
that
he's acting
moment.
super weird.
So weird. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a 23.
Perfect. Um, I mean, dude's charmed.
Okay. Figured. Um, so do you have time to talk about something else that's not play related?
I not at the moment. No, it has to be about the play. Ooh, I've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, that's so much work to do, but I'm just a little worried about you, and I'm gonna put my hand on him, and I'm gonna cast a spell magic.
Fair enough. I mean, that's effective enough. You don't have to roll against anything. It's gonna knock the charm effect off immediately.
Hmm.
Oh, it happened again, didn't it?
Was it Crescenza who did this?
Yeah, well, sort of. I was watching one of her performances and I got caught up in the moment.
Hmm. You need to up your mental defenses, man.
How, well, this is embarrassing. Um,
It's all right. I won't tell anybody today.
this is that's unfortunately it's not the first time it's happened and other people know about it already. Um,
Yeah.
one of
So, yeah. Hi.
occupational hazard of working in the entertainment industry, I guess. Um,
You make it
so
sound so appealing.
uh, I have dreams, that's all.
It's fine to have dreams.
Yeah.
I also have dreams. Everybody has dreams.
Yes, it's true. Everyone has dreams. But I I don't know. I've always been I've always felt limited with my skill set. I'm a brilliant swordsman, a brilliant wizard, and that's all that I've ever been asked to be.
Hmm.
And I thought, maybe I could be something else. And then this woman shows up out of nowhere, like she answered a call and gives me the opportunity to finally live out a dream.
Yeah, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying don't let it drive you from being unfocused on other things.
Yes, well, the problem, yes, that's my problem, is that this woman is. She has a bit of a hold on me, I think. Not sure how. How have you been?
I've been good, you know.
I,
Accidentally joined a student uprising, but it happens.
yes, I think I'm also part of that, but I don't actually know much about what's going on with
I
it.
No, you know what? I really think that all you need to focus on is, I mean, your part of it is to make the play happen.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Um, tonight, I did warn you away from the city. It's quite dangerous here.
You did, but we were already on our way over here separately from what you were doing.
Fair enough.
It's a, it's my friend's home and all that.
I He kind of like looks over at your rapier. How is it?
Uh, I unsheath it. Sharp and pointy.
Nice. It looks, I don't know, somehow different than when I last saw it.
Uh, I look at it. Does it? I mean, I don't pay that much attention to it. Does it look different?
It's got a little bit of a change. Like one of as you've leveled up and grown more powerful, it's grown with you.
Whoa.
Um, and one of the things it has is the ability to, I mentioned this before, you can flick it and get a
Oh
ranged intelligence
yeah,
attack.
that's
That's
right.
new. That's an entirely new feature.
Oh yeah. I guess I haven't noticed because I haven't actually used it yet. And then yeah, I'm gonna flick something silly and harmless at like the curtain. So like I'm gonna do a flourish and then I'm gonna like flick it and then just like send, we'll just say something like a magic missile at the curtain.
Okay. Yeah. Um, I mean, you want to make an attack roll.
Sure. Uh oh, that was almost a 17 on the die. It's an 11.
Well, it's not hard to hit the big ass curtain. It would have required quite a bad failure in order to well, not much further of a failure. You got a 3, but would have required a 1 basically to miss it. And then you want to follow up with, do you want to do your ability to cast a spell after an attack sort of deal?
Yeah, so just like a simple kind of like fencing flourish, but then I would like to like flick it. It's almost like, sending a
Yeah.
slingshot off. So yeah, as I flick it, it launches like a ranged attack.
Right. And then you can do, well, because as a blade singer, you can also cast a cantrip after making an attack. So
That's right. So yeah, I'll send a ray of frost.
perfect. Yeah, and it like follows behind sort of deal. Like the point of the rapier sticks into the curtain, not in the spot you were aiming for, but it sticks into the curtain. And then is followed up immediately by the ice of the ray of frost. And
Mm.
then a purplish magic washes across it, and the point pops off and flies back to your rapier.
Huh. Well, yeah, it does that now, I guess.
Right. And you just haven't noticed it until now.
Well, no, to be fair, all of the fighting that we've done so far has been on the ship.
Right. And you stay in the back and stay safe. That's always been the advice.
Uh-huh.
That smile does not fill me with confidence.
I stay safe.
What it,
You cannot give a wizard a sword, a close range weapon, and expect me to stay in the back.
what it was the lesson? The lesson was always stay in the back, dance your heart out, and stay safe.
Okay, sure. But also I can't attack anybody with my sword from the back.
Well,
Now
now
I
it seems
can.
like now you can.
Okay,
So
now I can, but I couldn't before.
that's fair. That's fair. But so now the advice is even more applicable. I know that look. I saw you roll your eyes.
I don't care that you saw me roll my eyes. I just think that yes, now the lesson is more applicable, but maybe there should have been a lesson that was more related to what my rapier could do first before it could do things at range. The lessons are backwards.
I use my sword to channel spells through. I don't know what you do.
I use my sword to fight.
Fine, 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 whatever. We've always had this argument. We've always had this discussion. You always want to get up in people's faces. It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, that's what I. Okay, maybe that's not what I saw you do, but you had a sword and it looked cool, and I wanted to also have a sword and look cool. To me, the natural progression was have sword, look cool, get up close, stab.
All right, fine. I worry about you. Safety. That's the number one thing about being a wizard is staying safe.
Yes, and I promise you, I am following that lesson as closely as possible.
Also, you found some good friends, it seems. Powerful.
Yeah, we're pretty great.
Of course.
Wasn't there something else that you wanted to talk to me about that you couldn't remember because you were being charmed?
That sounds right.
Okay, well, now that you're uncharmed and the other important things begin flooding back to your frontal lobe, please, when you remember, let me know.
That's fair. That's fair. Um,
And I'm glad you're safe too, I guess. I mean, I am glad, but you really got to pay more attention to when you need to make saves.
You try resisting demigod of performance. It's a little rough. That's all I'm saying.
She's great and all, but a performance is a performance.
I mean, I don't have to tell you this. If you want to roll an insight check on this guy, I think it might be appropriate at this point.
Love to. No, that's a 7.
um,
Is he crushing on Crescenza?
that wasn't the point of that insight check, actually. I think I'm going to go ahead and give you advantage on this, though. This is somebody you know very, very well.
Okay. Oh, well, there you go. Natural 20.
Natural 20. So I'll give you the
23.
answer to a question I wasn't even thinking of when I was specifically. Is he crushing? Yeah, absolutely. But more importantly, the the adversarial immediate like jumping into like mentor, like taking your relationship, your mentor mentee relationship back a couple of steps is
Mhm.
just his way of sort of dealing with the embarrassment of the situation that you're in.
Okay.
Um,
I will not let him know that I know what he is doing.
yeah. Um, yeah, he is when he talks about Crescenza, it is with a level of reverence that makes it seem like he's still charmed.
Mm. So maybe getting charmed was not necessarily an unwilling thing for him. Just a byproduct of the infatuation. Um, all right. Well, look, can you just also keep your wits about you? Because if the point of this play is to get some other stuff done, I don't want you to get caught in the crossfire, so to speak.
Nope. Yes, of course. Oh, now I remember what I need to speak with you about.
Yay! What was it?
The library. Have you visited the book hole?
Back at school?
No, the one here.
There's a book hole?
Yes.
No.
Don't. It's very dangerous.
Okay, I I just want you to say, I want to be clear about something here. You can't tell me that there's a book hole here and then not expect me to at least go and look at the book hole. Is looking at the book hole safe?
I think so. But don't put any part of yourself into the book hole, even a little bit. Even if there's a even if there's a even if there's like a book on the edge that you really want to get a hold of.
Okay. I will not enter the book hole, and I will tell my friends to also not enter the book hole.
Okay.
Why is the
Wait,
book hole day? What?
you said the book. Hold on. Is there more than? There's a third book hole?
There's a third book hole?
Of course, there's the one in Talon's Reach. There's the one here.
And there's one at school.
There's one at your school.
Yeah. There's a book hole in Talon's Reach?
Oh, right. You don't know about that. Yes, yes.
Oh my gosh. They're multiplying.
This might be a thing. Hmm.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
what I've learned about the one we learned in Talon's Reach, um, there was there was some things with um adventurers came along and thought it was strange that Talon's Reach had so many houses and so few people in it.
Well, when
And
you do the math, that kind of does make sense. Yeah.
yes, yes. And what we discovered is that the book hole, which we knew about the book hole,
Mm-hmm.
um, it seems that when people enter into the book hole, they stop ever having existed.
Okay.
Um, and also the book hole tries to bring people into the hole, like attract them in ways, finding with a collection of wizards like ours, it wasn't very difficult. They just, put a bunch of very valuable books right around the edge and then but
Wait. Were you in Talon's Reach when the book hole stopped eating people?
I mean, it still eats people. It's just protected and covered now.
Right. There was a group of adventurers from our school who killed a dark lich or beat a dark lich or something like that.
Right, I'd heard about the Dark Lich. Yes.
Yeah, that was that they came from our school, the ones who took care of that.
Well, that's actually quite impressive. Oh, wait a minute. So wait, hold on. These students that destroyed this dark or defeated this Dark Lich, liches are complicated.
Right. Like
If yes, um, did but they didn't come to Talon's Reach for it.
no. Wait.
Because we had a
No.
Dark Lich in Talon's Reach as well.
No. I don't think no, they didn't go to Talon's. Does that mean that there's a fourth book hole?
Just to set your knowledge base here, they beat the Dark Lich in the book hole at the school.
Okay.
They had their own their own Harry Potter like adventure at school while you guys
Got
were
it.
doing other stuff.
Got it. Okay, wait, no. So no, it wasn't. There's not a fourth book hole that we know of. They defeated the Dark Lich at our book hole.
Here's the thing. This book hole, the one here, didn't exist 10 years ago. I've been to this library before. It's a
Okay.
new room and it's a whole new thing.
Okay, so this one didn't exist in how long has the book hole existed in Talon's Reach?
We have no idea. Forever. As long as Talon's Reach has existed.
Okay. What if I mean, so again, you said it's true. Liches are complicated. But so what if in defeating that lich, you defeated you the book hole and Talon's Reach is protected. The book hole and Avalon has had its lich defeated. What if now this one exists because of the defeat of the lich? And now its power is spreading and trying to re-lichify.
God, that does make sense, possibly. I'm worried. You've got. I have the play to worry about, but after we're done here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to visit the great libraries in Königsfeld and Arrington
Mm-hmm.
and Karain, and if I can get access to Porthy Balin, possibly there as well.
Maybe you can maybe in exchange for advertising for us, because I'm not
Oh,
too thrilled about Porthy Balin advertising, but maybe in exchange for getting to advertise here, you could somehow get access to their library.
that's a good idea, but we need to do research, lots of research. I'm going to check these other libraries and see if they also have new rooms with holes filled with books that are actually teeth. Yes.
Eh?
Sorry?
The books are teeth?
Yes. I'm sorry. Did I not mention that?
No, I mean, I guess there's the implication, but you have to be very concrete with me. Otherwise, if I see a
Right.
book,
Okay. Well, first of all, the books are sentient and teeth at the same time. They can pop out and fly around and talk to you.
I'm learning so much. I can't wait to tell my friends.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you just say they're sentient teeth
Yes, they are
that
sentient
can
and
pop
teeth.
out and fly around?
They
This
are
is upsetting.
This
Tim.
is they are sentient mobile teeth.
Yeah. Well,
I hate this.
essentially they're
And
book
also
bats,
books.
but while they're in the hole, they act as teeth. Um, you guys are familiar with book bats, I imagine.
I mean,
Are they
yeah.
also bats?
Who isn't?
Yeah.
They are.
Yes,
Hold on, wait
yes,
a minute. Wait a minute. For the audience, let's just be clear. The book hole contains books that are sentient, teeth, and bats,
And mobile.
True.
and mobile. All four at the same time.
I
Like you do. And eat history.
And eat history and people.
And people's history.
well, I mean,
And time.
yeah. The
And
more important part,
relichify.
the more important part is the eating history. I think they don't just eat people; they eat people's history. That's a whole thing.
Well, I
It's a
mean, if you
whole
eat
thing.
enough of a person's history, then you've eaten the person.
It's fair, yeah.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt the scene that I'm not in, but
It's fair.
just flying sentient teeth is over the line of where I can handle it without
Listen,
jumping in.
I'm glad you did, because I was about to, because I'm like, wait, because now my notes, I love my notes right now. Anyway, please continue.
Right. So, yes, the books they'll call to you. They'll try to get you to, jump into the book hole. We do know about a lich that has visited at least the Talon's Reach book hole, and it sounds like visited your book hole as well at
Mhm.
the Avalon Academy, which does beg the question of whether he would what you said earlier, if he might want to visit here as well, or we may luck out and he may visit one of the other. We also need to identify this lich. Oh, there's so
Yeah.
much research to do.
Okay, now here I'm gonna kind of change tack really quickly. I do need you to focus back on the play now,
Yes, right, yes.
because we can't do any of this if we don't get this done.
Fair.
I also have to go run lines.
That's fair too. This is just sort of a in the future maybe sort of thing.
Yes. I mean, you can't now. I have the knowledge. You can't stop me from acting on that knowledge. You can only caution me greatly. which I will take into consideration, but
Yeah, but you never listen to my warnings, so it's fine.
I listen to them. Do I absorb them and act on them? Not all the time.
I fair, you do. I guess you
I
physically
have
hear my warnings.
I
Yes.
have physically heard with my ears every warning you've ever given me.
Yep. That
Look,
is, strictly
Soren,
speaking, accurate.
and you are my favorite mentor, and I have a great respect for you.
Do you have other mentors?
I mean, technically, I have teachers.
That's fair. That's fair. And it's not a problem. I was just surprised.
No, I mean, I consider my teachers mentors in some way, but you are my favorite one.
You know what? I'm good. Good.
hmm
That's good. I like that. That makes me feel better.
I,
But
I'm
honestly,
I'm telling the truth.
you make things very, very easy. You're just better at honestly, I think you're better at most things than I am, which is
I don't think that's true.
you weren't at the beginning, obviously. But
Well, yeah, we all got to start
yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
All
But
right, get back to work.
what? Oh, right.
I gotta go run lines. We gotta get our
Oh,
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern down.
if Crescenza puts on any sorts of performances, just well, there's not much you can do about it. I'll stay out. I'll stay. Here's a good idea. When Crescenza puts on a performance, you should definitely have someone available to like check and see if you've been charmed afterwards.
Okay. We'll get to Lulu to do that, I think.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Okay. All right. Keep up the good work. Your mentoring is excellent.
Try not to die.
Try not to die.
Number one rule.
Well, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna awkwardly walk off. I never know how to exit a conversation, so I'm just gonna I probably run into the curtain on my way out.
Well, yeah, he's in one of the seats. So, like, did you jump down?
Yeah, it's probably sitting on the stage.
Okay. So you're sitting on the stage. The most awkward version would be you turning around and then climbing back up onto the stage and then going to the curtain. But
You know what? We can make it as awkward as we want it to be.
but yeah,
Yeah.
you managed to get backstage pretty easily. And we are going to be running a little shorter of an episode than normal, so let's take our break now.
I mean, we
break
have
for
to.
a shorter episode.
Yeah, we do have to take a moment and talk about the implications of book teeth. So, I mean, there you go.
That's fair, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna take a 25-minute break. Let's just say, because we're a little bit of an uneven time here. Let's just call it 20 after is when we'll come back.
Cool.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Don't jump into any book holes.
Ahoy hoy, and welcome back to Players and Book. Absent hole in the title.
Subtitle to come later.
Yeah,
Right.
subtitle to come later. I'm gonna do the credits really quickly. Cartography by
Yay.
Shan Peku, cartography by Shan Peku Sci-Fi, maps by Luke Stratton, maps by Eightfold Paper, music by Tabletop Audio, character tokens by Greek 46, custom tokens by Shan Peku Tokens, overlay art by Pack Stream, custom world map by frecklesketches, logo by Luke McCay, and maps by Black Belt Maps. You can find our Patreon page at patreon.com/players and book. The money you guys put into both subs here on Twitch and the Patreon page help us pay for our various assets that we use in game, helps us pay our producer who helps put these episodes out for us. It helps us in many, many ways. And you can get access to our Discord. Where you can ask specific questions about the game, set up bonus action questions, which we're gonna have a bonus action next week.
Yeah.
And yeah, just a variety of things you can do. All you have to do is pledge. And with that, so Essequa, you finished
Ye-
your conversation. You're going backstage. I think we can afford to maybe get a little move time ahead a little bit.
Zoom.
I mean, you guys have been running lines, sort of getting the preparation for this for about a day now. It's, we still got 3 more days before the infiltration needs to happen.
Mhm.
Well, the day of the play, which is actually going to be a recording that you guys do the day beforehand.
Yeah.
So 2 days before the recording, 3 days before the premiere.
Dawn of the first day.
Dawn of the first
73 hours remain.
So you got a couple of days, and you all are currently backstage with Crescenza. Where do you think Rivulet would be during this time?
Rehearsing, but
Same along with
it just
everybody else,
depends
yeah.
what they're rehearsing.
Yeah. And it's doing we're doing what was it? Hold on, we got it right here. Act 2, Scene 2.
Two, yeah.
Where Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are having a conversation with Hamlet.
Mhm.
And for the sake of for a variety of reasons, but because I think that Jen would be much better at this than me, I'm gonna have Jen play Hamlet as Christian's, saving me from having to play a
Layers,
hero
layers, layers.
character.
All the layers.
Layers, layers,
I
layers.
do the villains, not and while I personally think Hamlet is a villain, not everyone agrees. So
Hamlet's got layers.
That is the most adorable goblin emote I've ever seen in my life.
It's a happy goblin.
Oh my
Mm.
gosh.
And we are just gonna so you guys have been like going back and forth for a little while now. I think the simplest way is to just have you guys start with the first line and just run through this script really quickly.
I will say up until now, there's been a lot of Fairlos asking really basic technical questions about like how do actor, especially once the script fell into her hands. Um, she has no ego about this. She assumes she knows nothing because she knows nothing. So it's a lot of how do you memorize all of this? How do you know what to do? How do you know how to act? How? So as we get together to run lines, which someone has had to explain to her what that means, but she's finally starting to figure that out. And she pulls out her script, which has markings from like 12 different people on it, because she has probably gone to every single person back here and been like, and gotten notes from everybody. She's gonna pull out her script, and so we're just gonna run lines right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
I mean, and then I'm actually looking at your script to see what notations and directions you've gotten from other people, because we're not actually on the proper stage yet. Um, if it helps, I think, if you'd like to, and I this also may be overloading you, so don't feel like you have to take this to heart. But if you're having difficulty memorizing, if you make a stage movement while you say a thing, associating the movement with the word might help.
Okay. How
So
do you how do you know what movement to make? I've just been trying to think about the words. I haven't thought about the rest of my body. Just getting on stage and getting off, to be honest.
that's fair. Um, that might be overloading you if you have to think about doing two different things at once. You know what? Uh, I don't know. I think just kind of go, if your body just stands there, then I think it just stands there. But also if your body moves, then maybe try and remember what it does when it moves.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. And there's an awkward moment as Fearless has intentionally left her hammer more than 5 feet away so she doesn't accidentally grab it, because that is what she's used to, just grabbing. She knows that would be bad. So she'll pull out the script and go, okay, Act 2, Scene 2.
Yeah.
So I should just go.
Yeah.
I'd like
Okay.
you two to make performance checks with advantage.
Okay.
When in the presence of Crescenza, you automatically get advantage on your performance checks.
That's a 16.
God damn.
That's a
Thank you,
natural.
Crescenza.
That's a natural 20 for 20 for
Yes.
27.
Thank you, Crescenza, because that would have been a 5.
Yes, thank you, Crescenza.
All right. And I think if we just go ahead and go.
My honored lord,
My most dear lord.
My excellent good friends, how dost thou, Guildenstern? Rosencrantz, good lads, how do ye both?
As the indifferent children of the earth,
happy in that we are not over happy. On Fortune's cap, we are not the very button.
Nor the soles of her shoe.
neither, my lord.
Then you live about her waist, in the middle of her favors.
Faith her privates we.
Ah, and the secret part of Fortune. Almost true, she is a strumpet. What's the news?
None, my lord, but that the world's grown honest.
Then is doomsday near. But your news is not true. Let me question more in particular. What have you, my good friends, deserved at the hands of Fortune that she sends you to prison hither?
Prison, my lord.
Denmark's a prison.
Then is the world one.
Got a goodly one, in which there are many confines, wards and dungeons, Denmark being one of the worst.
We think not so, my lord.
Ay, then 'tis none to you, for there is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. To me, it is a prison.
Why then your ambition makes it one. 'Tis too narrow for your mind.
Oh God, I could be bounded in a nutshell and count myself a king of infinite space, were it not that I have bad dreams.
Which dreams indeed are ambition, for the very substance of the ambitious is merely the shadow of a dream.
A dream itself is but a shadow.
Truly. And I hold ambition of so Aryan light a quality that it is but a shadow.
Then are our beggars' bodies and our monarchs and outstretched heroes the beggars' shadows. Shall we to the court? By my fay, I cannot reason.
We'll
Wait,
wait upon you.
upon you.
No such matter. I will not sort you with the rest of my servants, for to speak to you like an honest man, I am most dreadfully attended. But in the beaten way of friendship, what make you at Elsinore?
To visit you, my lord, no other occasion.
Beggar that I am even poor in thanks. But I thank you. And sure, dear friends, my thanks are too dear a halfpenny. Were you not sent for? Is it your own inclining? Is it a free visitation? Come, deal justly with me. Come, nay, speak.
What should we say, my lord?
Why, anything but to the purpose. You were sent for, and there is a kind of confession in your looks which your modesties have not craft enough to color. I know the good king and queen have sent for you.
To what end, my lord?
And that you must teach me. But let me conjure you by the rights of our fellowship, by the constancy of our youth, by the obligation of our ever-preserved love, and by what more dear or better prosperer could charge you withal. Be even and direct with me whether you were sent for or no.
What say you?
Nay, then I have an eye of you. If you love me, hold not off.
My lord, we were sent for.
I will tell you why. So shall my anticipation prevent your discovery, and your secrecy to the king and queen moult no feather. I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, foregone all custom of exercise. And indeed, it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me a sterile promontory. This most excellent canopy, the air. Look you, this brave o'erhanging firmament, this majestical roof fretted with golden fire. Why, it appears no other thing to me than a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is a man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable. In action, how like an angel. In apprehension, how like a god. The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. And yet, to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me. No, nor woman neither, though by your smiling you seem to say so.
My lord, there was no such stuff in my thoughts. And Sim vanished.
We lost our
We
DM.
lost our
We
DM.
we did. I think that's where we're supposed to stop running lines.
Yeah, you did good.
That was beautiful.
That was.
There are good words put to paper.
But there's something about speaking them that is poetic that I just can't seem to grasp in the way that the two of you do. How do you do that?
Tell the story.
It's telling someone else's story that's hard, I guess.
You're back.
Welcome
Hi.
back, Sim.
My power went out.
Oh no.
It is back
All
now.
right, run it again. No, I'm kidding.
No, I assume you guys have finished. I don't know what you guys have gotten
We-
to afterwards.
We just finished and yeah.
Verlos is having a small existential crisis.
Gotcha.
Yeah, a little one.
So
It's very obvious that Fairlos, as much as she was terrified the entire time, no insight check needed. That most of the time running the lines, it is don't mess up, don't mess up. But during the soliloquy, Fairlos is too drawn into the performance to be thinking about herself. So
Gotcha. Well, two things. First of all, now that the performance is finished, would you? We talked a little bit about this during the break. Would you have cast free will before any of this started? Probably have it up.
Yeah, both because Fairlos is trying to have it up as often as possible, and also because Essequa has mentioned
Yeah.
certain properties that Crescenza, the Marvelous Muse,
Exactly.
has.
Well, you're gonna learn some more information here because it didn't work. I
Ooh.
need Rivulet, you're in the room too.
Mm.
So I would need Furlos, Essequa, and Rivulet to all make wisdom saving throws, DC 15.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah. Dirty
That's
20.
pretty good. So you all succeed. Let's see how we'll start with Soren.
I'm looking at Soren so hard.
All right, Soren fails,
Of
and for people
course.
who can see the roll, that may be somewhat interesting to learn.
Wow. Wow. What? No. It's not interesting to me. I know exactly what's going on here.
And then a few other people. We got a success and
Interesting.
two successes and no, 3 successes and 2 failures.
I will say this to everybody. Soren rolled a natural 20 and still failed.
What?
Yeah.
Because he is absolutely smitten.
Yeah.
The smitten kitten.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't matter what you roll when you are willing to accept it.
I'm
Mhm.
glad the dice are allowing me to tell that story. Uh,
I think the only
I mean,
reason that
we've
Fairlos,
established they're all hot, so
They are
yeah,
all hot.
there is not a single unattractive person in this entire room or game. I think the only reason that Fairlos resists it and succeeds is because there's enough of that um fear that has changed to wonder, that has now changed to a little bit of that I want to learn how this works. Enough of her analytical mind has spun up that she's able to resist it. Also, she's real wise. She's real wise,
Dallas
but
can take an actor feat coming up.
Seriously.
nah,
Oh,
I
man,
think
that
she
would have
knows
been
her lane, but
Dallas
That'd
is
have
gonna
been
start doing
funny.
community theater.
That was powerful. I want to know how to do that. Um,
I think that was powerful. I want to know how you do that because uh she has a respect for anybody who has a craft, and until now she had a respect for actors, but she'd no idea how you did it. And now she's here and is
Mhm.
like, I have a reason to learn. Teach me. Holy crap. Even when we're just like running lines, you just did the thing. How do you just do the thing? So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm very curious. I know that we still have like a little bit more game to get through, and Rosencrantz has so many more lines than Guildenstern, but I would have been very curious to see how you would have taken what Fairless felt during the soliloquy and put it into the rest of Guildenstern's lines,
Mm,
because I could even hear, like, in the last line that you had before the soliloquy, like, you were starting to come out of Fairlos does not know what she's doing here, and there was more emotion in some of those lines before the soliloquy. So I'm just really that's something I'm very curious about, just how
Yeah.
Fairlos would have taken the wonder of listening to the soliloquy and moved that into the rest of Guildenstern's lines.
I think the 16 helped. I think I think the 16 definitely helped. But yeah, it's a it's a fascinating thing.
and I know you
It
said
also helps to have, Jen performing Hamlet in
that's
front of us.
fair. That's
It
fair.
really kind of helps. It's so yeah.
I actually do think we could probably stop here and start back up the next session with the afters of parts of that, because Tallulah, I'm gonna say she deliberately was not in the room just in
Fair.
case you guys all ended up charmed, so that she could
Mm.
come back and deal with that if necessary. Um,
That makes sense.
since I get to control her character for this session, that's what she was doing.
That's what you
Uh,
get for being in space fighting aliens, Katie.
Mm-hmm.
I
True.
know, I know. You keep
Tallulah is
getting
off being Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Also,
Ah,
So cute.
is that the one from the Mandalorian thing?
yeah, it's so technically, so I know that we're technically done. It technically is Grogu. However, it is also just a goblin in a bomber jacket, which
I
is what
mean,
I've
I
decided
mean,
he is.
porque no los dos.
For the sake of
Exactly.
for the sake of copyright, it's a
Son
goblin.
los dos. I los dos.
Okay, well, I know what I'm picking up at
Idiot.
PAX
Idiot.
Unplugged this weekend.
Yeah, no, my mom made this for me a couple of years
Oh,
ago for
that's
Christmas.
cute.
It's a
I
little, it's a
love
little.
it.
It's an
blank 'cause
ornament, isn't
it's-
it? I remember when you
No,
got
it's
that.
not. This is.
Oh, is that
it's
not the
just a little
ornament?
teeny. It's a little teeny Yoda.
It's adorable.
That is cute.
I know what I have to pick up. Hey, if anyone at PAX
Yeah.
Unplugged is making goblins and or Baby Yoda in an adorable little thing, crochet, let me know.
I'll send you the link for this one also because the person who made it, he's got a store. So
And might be at PAX Unplugged.
wait, because I got this while I was in Seattle, so they're local to Seattle.
Oh,
Who made
perfect.
this? Yeah.
Excellent.
Nice. Okay, so let's do our credits and just get my everything back open again. Right. Cartography by Shane Peku. Cartography by Shane Peku Sci-Fi. Mats by Luke Stratton. Mats by Eightfold Paper. Music by Tabletop Audio. Character tokens by Greek 46. Custom tokens by Shane Peku Tokens. Overlay art by Pack Stream. Custom world map by Freckle Sketches. Excuse me. Logo by and character art by Luke McCay. Mats by Black Belt Maps. You can find our Patreon at patreon.com/ I almost did my own for my own YouTube channel / players and book. It's the muscle memory, or the muscle memory is the best way to put it. And a special thank you to our moderators, Billith and Strike Red Kite, and our producer who is working, running the stream, Billith.
Yeah.
Yay.
And yeah, Lauren, what do you got going on?
Well, thank you to Idle Champions of Forgotten Realms for sending us a code, which you can get a free Electrum chest in Idle Champions. Make sure that you check that out. Make sure you check out the awesome new skins that you can get for Alindra and Dahani, and some of the older skins that you can get for Orkira because they're awesome. But also, the extra text provided by Shakespeare. Thank you.
Thank you,
That's
Shakespeare.
fair.
Credit to
Credit.
one William Shakespeare.
Exactly.
Fair. We
Or
should always,
Shakespeare,
yeah.
depending on which edition you're looking at.
Some text provided by Shakespeare. And
Thank
as for
you,
me, you
Billy
can find all
Shakes.
the Billy Shakespeare. You can find the stuff I'm doing at my website, lauren-sherman.com. That has the links of my socials and all the stuff. And yeah, I'll be at PAX Unplugged. So yeah, come see me there. And thank you.
I am Jen Kretschmer. You can find me on the interwebs as at DreamWisp, DreamWispJen, DreamWisp.bisky.social. If you like Hamlet, I did a Hamlet a while ago. You can find it, I think, linked on Linktree, on my Linktree. But if not, I think Lauren's pulling it up.
I'm gonna try.
But
Gonna try
yeah,
to.
it's and if you like Hamlet, just there's so many amazing versions out there. Just go watch Shakespeare. I will sit here and tell people endlessly to go watch. Oh, if you like Shakespeare, the 12th night that they did at the Delacorte just is on
Yes.
PBS right now, and you can watch it on their website or anywhere else. And it's Lupita Nyong'o and Sandra Oh and Peter Dinklage and Jesse Tyler Ferguson, and I'm forgetting people, but it's amazing. And go watch it. That's what I'll say.
Shakespeare found it.
Right, my turn. Sorry, I was distracted by looking up the actual credit for the person who made my Grogu / Goblin in a bomber jacket. So that's Crafty Kumo on Instagram. They do a whole lot of really cool crocheted things, and they also give credit to the person who created the pattern in the post that I just linked in chat. So go check them out. Go check out the person who created the pattern because they are amazing. I am Latia Jaquise. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Latia Jaquise because that's my name, and as far as I know, there's only one of me. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything for the rest of the year because I've done too many things already.
That's fair.
So yeah, nothing else is happening. And that's really all I got. But if you want to see the online stuff that doesn't require me to take a plane, that's on my socials. And also a shout out to Goblin Katie, aka Katie Downey, our wonderful goblin shenanigator who is off fighting the good fight against aliens in space, or brokering peace so that they can come and take us off of this planet. We'll see what happens when she gets back.
Also, I need this turtle with the rainbow shell. Oh my god.
Yes.
I'm Jeremiah
Turtle.
Sumerian. And sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say turtle with the rainbow shell is the same syllabic rhythm as frog in a wizard hat, and it
Yes.
makes me happy
Uh,
because my brain is now in rhythmic
yeah,
Shakespearean
understandable. Yeah.
mode.
I'm Jeremiah Sumerian. I have a game on Start Playing, which you can get a link in chat, I believe. The players have finally received their driver's licenses and are now spent a lot of the last session uh, digging through a junkyard and repairing a car.
Okay. I'm here for it.
So
All right.
it's a game with a lot of political intrigue. It's about a flying city called Bonwin, but they are they're going in directions I hadn't previously expected. But if you'd like to join, I still have an open slot. So perhaps we can find someone who can help them with their fledgling cab driving company. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. And I don't have an outro yet, and I can't think of any fun facts this week. So try not to die. And I'll probably see you next week. Probably.
You might see me next week too. I might
Me
be
too,
here.
maybe. We'll
You
see.
will not see me next week unless you're at PAX Unplugged, but I will miss you all.
Peace.
Bye.